Today you will be watching a new Risk of Rain 2 speedrunning category that I have created called MPreg%. The rules of MPreg% are as follows. Firstly, must be played on Rainstorm. Secondly, use of glitches are allowed, cheats are not. Thirdly, must be played in a vanilla copy of Risk of Rain 2. No mods or anything like that. The overall goal of the run is to, as active, die to Mithrix's central jump slam attack. This run is done with post-commentary, so yeah. So, starting the run, I get Siphon Forest. pretty standard. I want to get that equipment barrel because I'm looking for either eccentric base or radar scanner to kind of speed up the run. So I'm just kind of killing the enemies. Since it's Rainstorm, the spawns are a bit lower than they would be, so yeah. And first off, yeah, Gugu Jr., it's kind of whatever, I guess. Right now, I'm just kind of looking for the teleporter. I have a really hard time finding the teleporter on this stage, so. There is another equipment barrel down there. I don't think I immediately saw it, though. There are 2 void cradles over there, which is pretty lucky. They don't need money to open, so I can open them really fast. There's also a multi-shop over there. Now, first void item is, I believe, Glostier's Lens, which I do take, because there's no way in hell I'm getting a useful amount of crit, and being able to one-shot problematic enemies is good. I throw out Dummy Accurate here just to kind of take the heat off for them low. And the second is Singularity Band, which, controversial opinion, I take it, because there's not a guarantee for another band. Don't tell my friend Kevin, he'll have my head on a pike. Halcyon Shrine over there, it's usually not worth it unless it's overlapping with the teleporter. Mountain Shrine, which I do hit because worst case scenario I lose, best case scenario I get another green item, you know? Stage 1, might as well. Another equipment barrel. And it's Crowdfunder. You know, me and Crowdfunder, controversial opinion, we have a bit of a rocky history. I don't like it that much. Third equipment barrel of the stage, which is kind of a lot, and we do get eccentric base. So that's gonna enable a pillar skip, which is very nice. I buy this focus crystal from the multi-shop. It's just the best option, because I think the other 2 were both fungus, which I don't want to be standing still. Crazy, I know. And at this point, I'm still running around like a chicken looking for the teleporter. I can't find it. Hit this blood shrine just for some extra money. I used the base to try and get an aerial view to see if I can spot the TP. Now, it seems that the denizens of Petrichor 5 have solved racism, as the beetles aren't attacking that void-touched beetle. Or that void-touched Lemurian, for that matter. So, good on them. You know, if you think about it, Acrid's a lizard that's been touched by the void. He was trapped in the void fields for who knows how long. Why is the void touching Acrid? Is it freaky? Teleporter's right there. It was behind one of the trees. It always just spawns in the weirdest places on this map, I swear. Anyways, activating Teleporter, Beetle Queen. You know, Beetle Queen is actually kind of a sleeper for difficulty. Everyone is always like, oh, Stone Crane easy, Wandering Vagrant hard to fly, but Beetle Queen's fun this thing. You can get overrun really fast. But Acrid has pretty good crowd control with his epidemic, so I handle the Beetle Queens pretty easily. And I get two Queen's Glands, so yeah, it's actually pretty good. They take the heat off of me, especially here, as I almost died to the overloading test. But thankfully the level up heals me a bit, and I can survive. Here I was checking the Queen's Gland because I didn't actually know it gave you more guards on stack. I thought it just increased their stat, like Empathy Force does. I thought the game was bugged. Stage 2, we get Aphelion Sanctuary. You know, it's not bad, not good. It's got those clay guys, which can be annoying, but it also has pests, I guess, but other than that, it's decent. Double Chant Shrine up there, which sucks, because in a speedrun, you're not really going to be able to get enough money to get a Chant Shrine. You barely even get enough money for chests as it is, so that's very unfortunate. Don't know how I managed to do that, but yeah. Equipment drone there, not giving it my vase, that would be stupid. Teleporter's right there. And it has some chests in its radius, so I'll actually get some new items this stage. I do get Wandering Vagrant, which kind of sucks, because Acrid's a melee character. But, yeah. For situations like this, I'm going to have to employ my friend Kevin's favorite Acrid strategy of hit and run, where you just kind of poison the enemy and kind of ignore it for a while. Me personally, I like to play Acrid like a bit of a brawler, because I like mauling things to death, but to each their own. Get Slug here, pretty good healing. Up until this point, I didn't really have any healing, I was relying on Acrid's nature of having higher armor because he's a melee character to kind of keep myself alive, and also the 3-hit combo regenerative. But now I don't have to worry about that so much. Now here, I almost shit myself because I thought I was going to get hit by that, but I didn't. You know what they say, never punish. So we kill the Vagrant, we get ATG Missile, pretty good. Just extra 10% chance of extra damage, hard to argue with. I pick up the Mocha from the shop, get a second ATG from the small shop. I take the Mocha over the Syringe because it's speed and attack speed. Both of those are decent. I mainly took it for the speed. But second ATG is pretty nice. ATG can now proc my band. It just does more damage overall. Yeah. We leave stage 2 at around 950. I'd say we're making pretty good time. Considering this has to be the world record because no one's done it before. Stage 3, Sulfur Pools, or as my buddy Kevin likes to call it, Malevolent Pools. He doesn't like this stage at all. I mean, I can see why. It's got pests, clay guys, G-constructs. Oh, let me tell you, he hates G-constructs. Yeah. I will admit, it doesn't have the best boss selection for yellows. It's got Defense Nucleus, Queen's Gland, and Mired Urn. There are certainly better ones, but me personally, I just don't mind the stage very much. This multi-shop has credit card and recycler. That was if this was a real run, I'd be sobbing because I'd want both of them. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about that here. There's the G-construct. Yeah. These can also be pretty annoying on melee characters just because they fly, but, yeah. Funnily enough, on, at least Nintendo Switch, I play Nintendo Switch version from time to time, because it's portable. On Nintendo Switch version, these guys are bugged as hell. I'll probably like insert a clip of how they act on Switch. Yeah, reminder to myself in the future to do that when you're editing. But yeah, it flies away. I just kind of spit at it some more and it dies. We get Breaching Fin, which is pretty good. Immobilizes enemies, makes them take more damage, hard to argue with. I'm trying to save up enough money to buy the question mark, just in case it's anything good. It is another good union, so I don't take it. It probably would have been a smart idea to buy the credit card and go loot that multi-shop over there once the teleporter was down, but I wasn't thinking about that in the heat of the moment. Yeah, because chests are only like 79 gold this stage, so I could have totally bought everything. Anyways, I hit this Chance Shrine, get PSG, Sticky Bomb, pretty good. Okay, looking at the multi-shop, I don't think it would have mattered. Really, the only useful thing there is the Sticky Bomb. Crowbar would have helped, I guess, but I have Beetle Guards that could steal the procs, so it's whatever. Stage 4, we get Sundered Grove. Spoiler alert, I'm not able to open the legendary chest. Crazy, I know. But yeah. We're here at 13 minutes. Not the best I've seen, but also not the worst. Just looking around. Now, there is a radio scanner, which sucks that I won't be able to hit it. Because I don't have the log entry for this stage yet. I do a really stupid thing and hit that mushroom, and it sends me back up there. There's an adaptive chest over there. I believe in this one, I just take the first item, which is a mocha. I'm just trying to farm up money for it right now. Probably not the best idea, but it's whatever. Because while you technically don't need items to win, I kind of suck, so I need items to win. So while I am trying to go fast, I'm also trying to balance it with some looting, try and not die horribly. Anyways, we got the adaptive chest. I just take the first one, which is a mocha. I probably could have greeted for a good red, but oh well. The only one I could really, like, I guess stuff like Tesla Coil and Runic Lens would have been good. Just extra damage, but yeah. Now I do see a band printer there, and I'm very interested in getting Hajara's band. And it takes Breaching Fin, best case scenario, but I forgot I had Singularity band, so it literally didn't matter. Don't tell Kevin. He'll never let me hear the end of it. Okay, we need to fucking talk about Singularity Band, by the way. What were you thinking? Double the cooldown of regular bands. Does less damage? What? Like, yeah, I guess it crowd controls things. And, like, it has a proc coefficient, I think. But the other bands just do so much more damage. I don't know, man. Anyway, Soldier Syringe here. I miss it somehow. It's great gameplay, I know. Crowbar here. That's decent, I guess. Oh, I'm getting mauled by these larvae. Monster Tooth there. Okay, controversial opinion. I actually like Monster Tooth. I'm like the only one in my friend group that likes it. It's pretty decent healing, all things considered. Like, yeah, you have to go pick up the orb, but I've never really found that to be an issue. Now, Opal, in previous attempts I did, I avoided this thing like the plague, because I thought it would mess up by dying the Mythics, but apparently his Central Slam bypasses one-shot protection, so I don't really need to worry about it. Legendary chest up there, 1800, no way in hell I'm getting that. I think Warp Echo might mess it up. Simply because it delays your death. So yeah, for the conditions of this run, I'd say Warp Echo does mess it up. Hey, I made the run, so I get to make the rules. Largely utility, opens like a Sail Star or something. I got Wax Whale, which is actually pretty good. It'll help me go faster when my jumps are on cooldown. By the way, I'm using Frenzied Leap instead of Caustic Leap because potential for more uses if you hit enemies with it. Hit the teleporter. I believe it's Doomstriders, and it is. I was kind of afraid of this, because Akron being a melee character, if he gets too close, he'll just immediately get sucked in and die. Right there, I get barraged by the clay balls, so... trying to employ Kevin's strategy of poisoning and running away. That one went into its sucking phase. It's stucking in my Beetle Guards, I think. Oh, my Beetle Guards are over there. try to do that. My bands are off cooldown anyways. Band, singular. Well, I guess I do have two of them, but it's one type of band. Anyways, I'm running away here to try and get slug heal, because I am low on health. Decide to take high ground, so it has a harder time shooting me. I actually missed the poison somehow, but it's gel, I have to reapply it. Yeah, I think Void Bend does have a proc coefficient, because I don't know what else would have procced that ATG right there. I wasn't hitting anything. Poison doesn't have a proc coefficient, so yeah. Still doesn't make it better than regular bands. Regular bands just do so much more damage. I guess in like loop runs, when you have a bunch of clovers and stuff, it could be better. But still, 20 seconds? That's double the cooldown of regular bands. It's just, it's insane to me, quite frankly. Anyways, I kill the thing, I replace my breaching fin. And I move on to stage 5 at about 20 minutes. We got Sky Meadow, my preferred stage 5. I really like the music here. Also, I just like how open it is compared to Helmand's kind of somewhat cramped areas. Provides more room for dodging, I feel. And also, there's no lava that can just stack you out. My friend Kevin doesn't really like it because it has G constructs and grandparents. Can't really say I blame him. Grandparents are kind of tough. And their yellow item sucks. It's just so bad unless you're going for a tincture build. Checking out the equipment multi-shop here, see if there's anything that can help me in the short term. Not really seeing much. There was a Seed of Life in the other one, but I want to take Vase to the moon. If there's an equipment drone, I could put Seed of Life in that. Glasses printer. Don't tell Kevin, he'll never let me hear the end of it. Well, doesn't even matter. I wouldn't print glasses here anyways, because I've got a bunch of nice utility items that I'd like to keep. Hitting the teleporter, we get Magma Worm. About it. I'm just doing the teleporter. Here I almost die, so I run away. Also, you see there, that monster tooth, it gave me a bit of extra health. I mean, I didn't need it, but it gave it to me. Right now I'm just trying to fight the Magma Worm independent of everything near the teleporter. There's like Elder Lemurians, Bells, Alpha Constructs, Goblins, bad stuff. So we kill the Magma Worm, so I'm heading over to charge teleporter. And what do I see over there? Is that a perforator? Oh, it sure is. So I got 3 yellows this run. That's pretty cool. Now I'm just trying to clear everything out so I don't die. I don't hit the blue portal. Who would ever hit the blue portal when trying to go to the moon? Me. When I first started playing, I thought the blue portal would send you to Bazar and then the moon. It doesn't do that. So here, we're at the moon. Just kind of taking into consideration my items. So I just skip straight to Mithrix. I don't really want to deal with perfected wisps and stuff. I could go to soup, but I don't think anything there would really be worth it or help me. I couldn't even buy a red if I wanted to. I guess I could buy a green and then use that extra to get around anyways. Here's Mithrix. I'm just gonna kind of let this whole thing play out. Hi. So I was originally going to put bloopers of my failed runs here, but I did a stupid and didn't record any of the audio for them. So they're just really boring. Uh, so instead, I'm going to do what I did in my last video and plug one of my friend's awesome things. This Roblox group, right here, made by one of my friends. You should go join it. There's games. Well, there's a game, and there's another game that's almost done. So yeah, go join Zappy Games. It's pretty cool stuff. Bye.